A state audit for a small town found a $240,000 problem. Several tribes are receiving federal funding to tackle domestic violence. And an Oklahoma band that broke up more than a decade ago is back together. This is the KGOU PM News Brief for Wednesday, October 2nd. I'm Deborah Ashar. A state investigation found hundreds of thousands of dollars were misappropriated in the town of Red Rock. Oklahoma Public Media Exchange's Anna Pope reports the auditor says there is an uptick in forensic audit requests for small towns.
Fewer than 300 people live in Red Rock in Noble County. From the beginning of 2019 to mid-2024, the state auditor and inspector's office found about $336,000 was misappropriated from the town and the Public Works Authority. State auditor and inspector Cindy Bird says for a small town like Red Rock, the impact of losing the funds can be felt for years.
A lot of our small cities and towns are struggling for revenue streams to just keep basic functions in operation. And whenever you have such a large misappropriation of funds as this, it could take a decade for this small town to get back on its feet.
Among the findings, the audit shows the town's former clerk and treasurer misappropriated more than $241,000, and the clerk's spouse also received unlawful payments. Bird found the town's board members were also overpaid, and another clerk misappropriated funds. I'm Anna Pope.
The Norman City Council held a closed-door session last night to discuss legal options related to the ongoing mold issues at the Norman Central Library. The library has been closed since November. Documents show the building has had mold problems since 2018, months after construction began. Officials are weighing potential litigation costs, which could reach $200,000 according to estimates. No public statements were made after the meeting. The library's reopening date remains uncertain. Several Oklahoma tribal nations were awarded Department of Justice grants to assist with domestic violence prevention programs. We get details from Katie Hallam with the Oklahoma Public Media Exchange.
At $6.2 million, 9 northern tribes were awarded the funds under 2 separate programs. A little over half of the money is distributed by the Grants to Indian Tribal Governments program to decrease domestic violence within the reservations. It will strengthen the tribe's ability to exercise sovereign law over these crimes and holding perpetrators accountable. The other half is allocated from the 2024 Office for Victims of Crime Tribal Victim Services program. Tribal awardees under this incentive will support victims' needs through traditional and cultural services. DOJ statistics show 4 out of 5 Native people have been or will be the victim of domestic violence in their lifetime. Oklahoma sees over 100 victims of domestic violence-related homicide each year, making Oklahoma the top state for intimate partner-related offenses. I'm Katie Hallam.
A band synonymous with Oklahoma red dirt music is reuniting. Oklahoma Public Media Exchange's Ryan LaCroix reports on Cross Canadian Ragweed's first concert in nearly 15 years.
Cross Canadian Ragweed started playing together in Yukon 30 years ago before immersing themselves in Stillwater's red dirt music scene in the late 1990s and early 2000s. They quickly became one of the genre's most popular and successful bands, racking up radio play, album sales, and tour dates. But it all fell apart, with the band calling it quits in the fall of 2010. The split was bitter, and as recently as February, singer Cody Canada said a reunion would, quote, never happen. But it turns out never is now. Rolling Stone reports the band will co-headline an all-day concert with the Turnpike Troubadours at Boone Pickens Stadium in Stillwater on April 12, 2025. In Oklahoma City, I'm Ryan LaCroix.
That concert will also feature performances by The Great Divide, Jason Boland, and the Stragglers and Stoney LaRue. A pre-sale is set for October 7th, and tickets go on sale to the public on October 11th. Listeners like you provide essential funding for KGOU's news reports, available in podcast, online, and on the air. Information on how to contribute is at kgou.org. I'm Deborah Ashar.
The candidates for November are set.
I know Donald Trump's type.
Between now and Election Day,
we are not going back.
A campaign season unfolding faster.
Kamala Harris is not getting a promotion
Than any in recent history.
Make America great again.
Follow it all with new episodes every weekday on the NPR Politics Podcast.